Kim, okay, it's time to solve our word puzzle. All right, I'm ready, Cassandra. Let's see it. Okay, here we go. Ta-da!
Oh, that's easy.
Uh-huh.
Cinnamon kicks.
What?
Cinnamon kicks.
No.
I mean, I love cinnamon, and it gives you a kick.
No. Kim, come on. This is real easy. You got it.
Carrying kites.
Still no.
Huh. Cats keep TV.
No.
Cassandra Kim.
No. Kim, it's obvious.
It is?
Yes.
Okay, my favorite show to watch.
Okay.
Caterpillar Files.
What?
You know, they show caterpillars starting out live, and then one day they turn into these big, beautiful butterflies, and they fly off into the world. It's so touching. The story of life.
No, Kim. No. Hi, everyone. I'm Cassandra.
Oh, and I'm Kim, and
Welcome to Central Kids TV. And this month, we're talking about how we can trust God to help us do what's best.
Whoa, that's pretty good.
What you got there, Kim?
Oh, my cousin just visited this incredible cave.
Uh-huh.
It's crazy. Just look at this. This is a picture of Mammoth Cave in Kentucky. Wow. It is the longest cave system in the entire world with more than 400 miles of passage.
That's like further than driving all the way from like that Mammoth Cave to Atlanta, Georgia.
And then I clicked on this link here.
Uh-huh.
This is the Sun Dong Cave in Vietnam, and it is the largest cave in the world. It's so big that trees actually grow in parts of it.
What? Cave trees?
I know.
Wow.
And wait, look at this. Glowworm caves in New Zealand.
So those lights are...
Yes, they're glowworms. Thousands of bright blue glowworms.
Wow, that's impressive.
That's so cool.
But you know that I, too, know a little something about caves.
Really? Mm-hmm. Care to test it?
Always.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Welcome to You Don't Know a Cave from a Hole in the Ground.
Long name for a game show, but okay.
Kind of aggressive, too.
Right?
Huh?
Yeah.
First question is, what do you call the activity of exploring a cave?
Oh, easy. Splunking.
That is correct. Next question, are these formations stalactites or stalagmites?
Well, everyone knows a stalagmite has a G, which reminds us that it grows up from the ground. But a stalactite has a C in it, as in ceiling. That's where they hang from.
Are you going to answer the question, Kim?
Oh, stalactite.
That is also correct. Now, this flying mammal can often be found sleeping in caves.
Oh, bats.
Correct. What type of rock is often found in caves and can be shaped by water over time?
I know that one. I got it. Granite.
Oh, that's wrong. It's limestone. This category of cave-dwelling animal has no eyesight or skin coloring.
Troglobites.
That's correct. And now, for the tiebreaker. The 3 deepest caves are in Georgia, the country, or is it Georgia, the state?
Georgia, the country.
Well done!
Good job. It's time for
The story
before
the story.
The story before the story.
Today, we're in the book of 1 Samuel, where we read about a man named Saul, who was the first king of Israel. But Saul didn't follow God. So, God told the prophet Samuel to anoint David as the next king.
When David killed the giant Goliath, Saul welcomed David to the palace to serve him. But as David gained success and popularity, Saul became jealous and tried to kill him.
David escaped into the wilderness with a band of outcasts. David lived on the run from Saul for nearly 10 years.
Which is where our story starts.
Take it away.
David had done nothing wrong, Saul refused to give up pursuing him.
When Saul heard that David was in the desert in En-Gedi, literally, Saul took 3,000 of his best soldiers and led them on the chase.
Yeah, when this guy has a bad idea, he just really commits to it, right?
Yeah, it's bad. When Saul and his men arrived at a place called the Rocky Cliffs of Wild Goats, Saul needed,
you mean he needed...
Yes.
Yeah, he needed a rest stop.
Yes, Saul needed a rest stop.
So he went into a cave for a little privacy, right? But newsflash, this happened to be the very same cave in which David and his friends were hiding.
From the darkness of the cave, David could see Saul, but Saul couldn't see David. No.
Golden opportunity, bro. He's right there.
Huh? But he's still king.
Hey, didn't God say, I will hand your enemy over to you? Then you can deal with him as you want to.
Oh, I don't know.
Do you want to be hiding in caves the rest of your life? Huh?
David had every reason in the world to hate Saul.
First, David already knew he was supposed to be the next king.
And second, David had served Saul well. He had never done anything to hurt Saul.
And yet, Saul was determined to kill him.
So what would you do if you had the chance to get even with someone who was mean to you?
Yeah, well, here's what happened. Ever so slowly, David crawled towards Saul. He was careful not to make a sound. David inched his way forward until he was 20 feet away.
Saul had no idea his enemy was right behind him.
David chose not to hurt Saul.
Instead, he simply cut off a piece of Saul's robe as proof that he could have hurt Saul.
But when Saul left the cave, David felt sorry even that one small act against Saul.
He followed Saul out of the cave and he called out to him.
King Saul, my master, why do you listen when men say David is trying to harm you?
Saul turned around.
He must have been completely shocked.
Look at this piece of your robe. I cut off the corner, but I didn't kill you. Who do you think you're chasing? I'm no one important. May the Lord be our judge. May he decide between us and stand up for me.
Saul realized everything David had said was true.
You are a better person than I am. You have treated me well even though I've treated you badly. I know for sure that you will be king, so please promise not to hurt my family.
David agreed.
Saul returned home while David and his men went to a safe hiding place.
Even though Saul was still his enemy, David had peace knowing he had chosen to stop and trust God.
Yeah, instead of taking payback into his own hands.
That could have gone a lot differently.
It would have if David hadn't stopped to think first when Saul showed up.
We probably aren't going to run into our worst enemy in a cave anytime soon.
No.
But just like David, we can show self-control when we stop to think first and ask God to help us do what's best.
Self-control is choosing to do what's best even when you don't want to.
Like if someone's being mean to you at school, instead of being mean back, stop, take a breath, and you can silently ask God to help you in that moment.
Maybe you tell them to stop, and then maybe you walk away.
And if it's something that has happened before, you can find a trusted adult and talk to them about it.
We run into these situations every day where it's important to stop and think before acting.
Like if your little brother or sister spills milk all over your homework.
Or if someone cuts you in line.
Or if you go to grab something in the back of the pantry and you end up dropping 20 things in the process.
Yeah.
And you just want to lose it and not pick it up. And if you've made a mess all over the floor, yeah, you just want to yell, "Ah!"
Not that you've ever done that before, right? No. No.
Like maybe this morning.
Yeah. So take a deep breath. and think before you act.
God can give you the power and the strength to show self-control when you pray and ask Him.
So here's the big idea. Think before you act.
I think I'm going to check out some amazing cakes. You want to go?
Oh, yeah. And I got some amazing snack cakes for you.
You got cake snacks?
I got
rock candy!
Yeah.
I love this stuff!
Thanks for joining us today. I knew you love it, like rocks, caves, right? All goes together.
Oh, it's so perfect. You want to look?
No, thank you. Bye, guys. We'll see you next time.